Fighting games have taught me a lot of skills and concepts for analyzing the world around me, and the concept I come back to most is conditioning, because it's absolutely everywhere. It's even in language. Conditioning is the art of setting up and then subverting an expectation, similar to a joke's punchline. An uncommon but fun subversion occurs in language with the garden path sentence, my favorite being, the old man, the boat. If you read this sentence, you're likely to get confused, because you're used to the idea of the old being an adjective used to describe the noun of man. So you get caught thinking, the old man. But the boat? What? This is because in this case, the old is the noun itself, and man is a verb meaning to be stationed or to operate. You man your boat, you operate your boat. So the sentence actually means the old operate the boat. The reason it's confusing is that you are subjected to conditioning all the time in language. Subversion pops up all over the place, including in other competitive games. I'm currently quite obsessed with Deadlock, and you're about to be too, I promise. I play as a character called Bebop. He has the ability to place a bomb on you. If it explodes, it does a lot of damage, and it gives itself a permanent buff. Getting hit by the bomb a lot makes Bebop basically unstoppable. Because this is very strong, the game naturally has many ways to prevent Bebop scaling infinitely. The easiest is the item Dispel, which lets you drop the bomb. However, it can still explode while on the floor. But there is a much stronger option which can prevent the bomb exploding at all. Counterspell. However, because Counterspell is so strong, it has a difficult precondition. You have to use parry, and you have to time it often on reaction. But parrying the bomb on reaction is basically impossible. Not the explosion, that's actually very easy, because it happens at a very set timing. But parrying the placement of the bomb, which prevents the explosion, is very, very difficult. So then, how do I do this regularly? Parry is a mechanic designed to allow you to punish melee attacks, but there are a multitude of times when you cannot parry, and one of them is when you are ensnared in an opponent's movement ability, which of course Bebop has in his hook. Bebop's standard combo goes like this: hook, bomb, uppercut, melee. To defeat this combo with counterspell, all you have to do is buff a parry by holding the button down. When ensnared by a movement ability like hook, if you hold parry down, the game will execute your parry the moment it's next allowed, which just so happens to be when Bebop places the bomb. This finally gets us to the meat and potatoes of the mind game and conditioning I use, because as Bebop, I do not have to place the bomb after I hook you. I am perfectly allowed to wait, and if you parry and I don't place the bomb on you or hit you, then you are left in parry recovery and I can do whatever I want. So one way I condition my opponent is before they can afford to buy counterspell, I use a specific combo: hook, bomb, uppercut, punch, which trains them to expect to be able to parry after the hook. But then after they can afford counterspell, I use a different combo, breaking their expectation: hook, uppercut, bomb, punch. And a lot of people parry the uppercut, which leaves me free to